maybe even a little bit earlier, as Brett Anderson is on the mound. He's ready to go. It's the A's and the Angels, the first of two from the Coliseum, and the first pitch of the ball game is in there for a strike. Anderson to Chone Figgins.
Not as early as Vicente Padilla Thursday in Texas at 1:04, 3 minutes early.
Orlando Cabrera ranges to his left, and that's the first out of the ball game. Let's take a look at the Angels lineup. It's brought to you by McDonald's. Figgins as Turas Abreu. Torrey Hunter is the cleanup hitter. He's off to a terrific start. 8 home runs this year. Mike Napoli is the DH, and then Kendrick at second, Morales at first, Rivera in left. Jeff Mathis is the catcher. That's your McDonald's Angels lineup.
Well, in the game that Anderson pitched in Texas, he had a couple of hitters stepping out because of his pace. Well, that's a good sign, because you like to see him work quickly. The infielders, outfielders love it, and if you especially throw strikes, no hesitation, just get the ball and let it go.
Giambi, a couple steps to his right. He will beat Turas to the bag with a slide. 2 outs. Defensively for the Athletics tonight behind Brett Anderson, looks like this: Holiday, Davis, and Buck in the outfield. Crosby, Cabrera, Petit, Giambi in the infield. Kurt Suzuki is the catcher. So Ryan Sweeney is going to get his first game off this season.
A little sore, and so a rare sight, or not to see him at the top of the batting order. I looked at the lineup tonight, said, started looking, and realized he wasn't playing. Kurt Suzuki, who was the DH yesterday and into the night. Seemed like it's a very long time.
Yep.
15 innings, 5 hours plus, was a long game. He was the DH. Landon Powell caught all 15. I asked Suzuki, I said, if you had caught 15 yesterday, would you have been in the night? And I knew the answer before I asked him, because he wants to play every day. 15, 20, doesn't matter how many innings.
2-1 the count to Bobby Abreu, having a nice start. 356 the average, 10th best in the American League. Bounces that one over the mound, and that's going to get through into center field. So Bobby Abreu, the first hit of the ball game, right up the middle.
Running the fourth position, center fielder, number 48.
Anderson making the 5th start, 0-2, but he's pitched much better as he put his left index finger in his mouth. Let's hope that's not an indication, but just 8 walks, 14 strikeouts. But good stuff. He's given up home runs in his 2 starts anyway. 4 total, 3 in the 1 game at New York. He reached for the ball that Abreu hit up the middle. He reached back with his bare hand. And you would think if he left the game in Texas because of a blister, he would not want to subject that same hand to a hard hit ground ball up the middle. But it's just the reaction of pitchers when a ball was sit close to them. They automatically just try to stop it any way they can, and fortunately it missed his throwing hand.
Well, he showed us the blister after the game Tuesday in Texas. And it's a little ugly, no question about it, but they have many different remedies that they can put on that to take care of it. And seems to be okay.
You see the index finger on the seam, and that's one of the problems. When you throw the ball, comes off the seam, it just wears, and again, he's looking at it.
He's doing it, yeah.
He's looking at it. Something. Let's hope that's. But you can't throw the ball differently just because of the seams, you know. But his curveball doesn't affect because he's off the seam. It's usually his fastball. Watch the index finger. See if he does anything to that.
Well, I mean, listen, it's going to be something that we're going to have to watch tonight. You never know. Anderson off the mound, fires to first in time. So a 2-out hit by Bobby Abreu, but nothing else. Good first inning for Brett Anderson. A's coming to bat against Joe Saunders. McDonald's, Kurt Suzuki in the leadoff spot. Orlando Cabrera at short. Jason Giambi at first, and Matt Holliday in left. Jack Kuskil DH tonight. Bobby Crosby at third. Travis Buchan right. Gregorio Petit is the second baseman, and Rajai Davis is in center field. Defensively for the Angels, Rivera, Hunter Abreu. And then on the infield, Figgins, Izturis, Kendrick Morales. Jeff Mathis catches Joe Saunders, the 27-year-old left-hander. So game number 23 for the Athletics, and the first time somebody else has been in the leadoff spot outside of Ryan Sweeney. And it's probably his hottest hitter right now, Kurt Suzuki. 421 average in his last 10 games. That's 17 for 38. In those 10 games, he also has 10 RBIs.
Well, he is accustomed to being in the leadoff role. He has been there, of course. Many years, Jason Kendall, who fought in Pittsburgh, the Athletics also, and did some hitting in the leadoff spot. So a catcher doesn't have to get down the batting order.
Bounce to short. Izturis straightens up, and that's the first out.
Joe Saunders, Mike Scioscia's opening day starter, and that was against the Athletics in Anaheim. Fifth, sixth start for the left-hander. He is 3-1. One of those wins coming against the A's, and he went 6 2/3 innings. Just gave up 3 hits, a combined shutout for the Angels against the Athletics. So he has definitely pitched well. Pretty good road numbers, 19-6 away from Angel Stadium.
And he's always been pretty good against the A's. I mean, always. It's just his 3rd year in the big leagues, but he's 6-2 career. And we saw him a couple years ago, and it looked like he had a chance to be a decent pitcher. He's turned out to be even better than that. He was an all-star last year, was Joe Saunders. Angels took him with their 1st-round pick in 2002. So he's doing what a 1st-round pick is supposed to do. That's off Figgins, and it rolls into left field. Figgins was playing in, and Cabrera's aboard.
Brett Anderson gave up a hit to Bobby Abreu, and then into the dugout, and he went down towards the end, and guess who is approaching him? Steve Sales, the A's head athletic trainer. And they'll have a little conversation and look at the index finger of Brett Anderson. And maybe Soup can give him something to munch on, because he seems to like his finger.
Stop biting it.
Oh boy, Orlando gets a base hit on a tough hop, hard hit ball.
And right in the ribs, Giambi gets plunked.
Well, he's got a little protection on his right elbow, but I don't know if he got it in the way and took it. He's not wearing it. Yeah, I don't know if he's wearing it. I don't know if he is wearing it. But it did. He couldn't bring the arm down. I mean, his bicep might have crushed the baseball if he had gotten it there quickly enough, but I think he's got his ribs instead.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Ray, but when the ball drops straight down at the feet, that usually means it drilled into you just a little bit.
It did. Yes.
Here's Holliday. Chance to knock in a run with Cabrera at second and Giambi at first. Holliday, a couple of home runs and 15 RBIs. Off the end of the bat, it's 0-2. There was talk about maybe some rain today, but it actually is a fairly comfortable night. A little cool, but clouds are around us and they're dark, but it is not raining, and it doesn't really feel like it's going to. I know there's some rain north of here.
Well, even though he did not get us new chairs, David Renetti, the vice president of stadium operations, was on the field saying that possibly around 9 o'clock. I did not mention the chairs to him, which...
Why not?
Well, I will. I hadn't been upstairs, so I didn't know at the time. I was thinking positive.
Tough play for Kendry Morales, and he's got it, and Cabrera bluffs. Not an easy play if you're the visiting first baseman here, and Kendry Morales hung with it. So Holliday's retired, 2 outs.
Designated hitter, Number 32, Jack Cust.
So Jack Cust will hit.
Well, the Angels 10-13, as we mentioned, on the road to finishing the month of April. The first time in 15 months the Mike Scioscia's club had not had a 500 record in a particular month. All 15, as a matter of fact. 10th year managing these Angels, 10th season, and he has signed through about 2018. He signed a 10-year contract. And rightfully so. He's as deserving as any manager in baseball. Very good. I'm not saying it just because he was a catcher, but a very good manager. And not surprising that the Angels have had the success they have had since he started managing.
Angels have won the AL West 4 times in the last 5 years. And the only year they didn't do it was 06. That's when the A's won it. Coming off a 100-win season last year, 162. And they ended up winning the division by 21 games. They clinched last year on September 10th. That was the good news. The bad news is they lost to the Red Sox in the division series 3-1.
See those standings? With the win yesterday, the A's could pull it within 2.5 instead 4.5 after the 15-inning loss yesterday. So that was the difference of playing a team that is in first place. The Mariners are there. And that's just, you know.
I'm still a little ticked off about yesterday's
game. And really,
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
Absolutely. You know, the road trip could have been 5-0. Yeah. If you think of 3 losses on the road, all by 1 run, and you look at those losses, the A's were in every one of them, had a 6-1 lead in one. Yeah. Yesterday, 3 runs in the 13th.
So 2-2 the count.
And as the old saying goes, wins in April and May are just as important as September.
Yes, they are.
Probably more so to try to get off to a good start and play well all season because of a good start.
Saunders going after Cust. 2-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. Sam Holbrook is the home plate umpire. You saw him look to his left toward the A's dugout. Yeah, just kind of telling everybody that it was outside.
And that's just to let the Angels know so they don't yell. Where was it? He's telling.
Yeah. Jack Cust knew.
He probably knows he can't necessarily look for just a fastball assortment of pitches that Saunders can feature in this 3-2 count.
Runners take off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A's strand a pair. We head to the 2nd inning. No score. no runs. Mike Napoli, Howie Kendrick, and Kendry Morales. Napoli, big, powerful right-handed hitter. He's the DH tonight. 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. Splits time behind the plate with Jeff Mathis. Two and one. A's made a roster move today, Ray. We'll tell you exactly what that is in just a moment. Some reinforcements for the bullpen. That ball's ripped right center. Buck over, is not going to get it. Shoots the gap. Mike Napoli with a leadoff double here in the second. Sean Gallagher, Jerry Blevins up. So there's the help for the bullpen. And going down, Eric Patterson and Gio Gonzalez. So you feel kind of bad for Gio. He really pitched his heart out yesterday and just couldn't get those final 3 outs. He would have got a win. But Gonzalez, 5 innings and 108 pitches. But you were pulling for him. He just couldn't finish it off. But I think the situation for the A's, they need some fresh arms down there. And obviously Gio Gonzalez was not going to be able to pitch for 3 or 4 days. So Blevins and Gallagher are now in the A's bullpen. Cabrera surrounds it on the run and got him. And staying at second is Mike Napoli.
A former Angel makes a great play against his former team. Two-time Gold Glover to his right. If Napoli thought about going to third, had he done that, he would have been out easily. The Cabrera, great hands, quick release, and enough on the throw to get the speed of Kendry.
So here's Kendry Morales, the switch hitting first baseman. Morales has been a hot hitter lately for the Angels. They're expecting big things from him, and he has held up his end of the bargain so far. 280 with 16 RBIs.
Casey Kochman, who was traded to the Braves in the Mark Teixeira deal. What I read recently, he does not have a home run through the month of April.
Had Teixeira off to a slow start in New York.
Well, the Angels had hoped getting Teixeira that would help them in postseason, but unfortunately for the Angels, they were eliminated in the first round.
Nice play down the right field line. The youngster, he had a glove.
Young man had the glove.
Stood up, reached over, and made the play. Awesome. Dad's proud, and he should be.
Dad's probably helped him be happy because he saved him.
Dad was bailing out. He's like, yeah, that's my kid.
Kid looked at his glove, got a Tigers cap on.
That was an awesome play. Travis Buck goes back, still going back. Now at the warning track, he's got it, and Napoli will tag up and go to third. So again, the fallout from yesterday for Gio Gonzalez. Now you're saying, wow, 108 pitches for a reliever. Well, he was starting in Sacramento, and it was actually his day to pitch, I believe. So just so happened in the big leagues, he came out of the bullpen.
Well, I asked Mike Selleck, who has all the information you'd ever want about the relievers and how many pitches, and he just put it up there. Esteban Loaiza with the Yankees, 109 pitches. So 1 away. But that's a record you don't want.
2 outs for Juan Rivera. Rivera hitting in the A spot. Changeup stays outside. Ray mentioned the Angels record of 10-13. They're 4-7 on the road and 6-6 at home. Slow start has a little bit to do with that man on the disabled list, Vladimir Guerrero, and he's going to be there a while yet. People I talked to with the Angels said it's probably going to be a month yet. He's not even throwing or hitting yet.
Well, he would like to swing 3-0, and I think that's what Rivera might be thinking also, especially with his numbers against lefties, and see what he does. And not surprising. And threw him a changeup, and that's just smart catching by Suzuki, looking into the dugout perhaps to see if they wanted to put him on base. But since that was not the case, don't give him just a four-seam fastball in the middle of the plate. And that is nothing against Jeff Mathis in the on-deck circle, but this guy's dangerous against lefties.
Drives one to center. Davis goes back and he turns around. He's got it side retired. Leadoff double by Mike Napoli, but no damage done by the Angels. His post-game reaction. Cal Center drafted by the Cleveland Browns. That's center of attention. It's Comcast Sportsnet Central. The road to the NFL draft tonight at 10:30 after A's post-game live. So Alex Mack, terrific player for the Cal Bears. Bobby Crosby down the left field line, and that's a fair ball. Crosby will have a leadoff double. Bobby Crosby was not going to wait around, and he hit a shot down the third base line.
You know, Bobby, we've seen more aggressive first pitch as he jumps on the first pitch fastball from Saunders. And as we have talked and continue to talk, he is getting a lot of at-bats, a lot of playing time, and with each and every game and every at-bat, he is better and better. And Bobby Crosby, because of the injuries to various players, good to see Mark Ellis this evening. But not good to see the fact that he's going to be on the disabled list for a while. So between Crosby or Ellis and Xavi, Garciaparra, Bobby Crosby's going to be in there, and he is showing what he can do swinging the bat.
For Crosby, 5th consecutive game in the starting lineup, all at third base. His 11th start overall.
The Angels lead off double. Napoli could not be advanced to third, and the next fly ball would have advanced him. So the A's trying to do what the Angels could not do in the top half of the inning.
Figgins thinks Buck may bunt. He is in on the grass a couple of steps, but that time Buck swings through it, and it's 0-2. Now Figgins will step back.
Travis had an opportunity in Seattle to do something similar, and that is to advance a runner after leadoff double, and he tried to drag a bunt instead of pushing the bunt to the third baseman, forcing him to field the ball. Ideally wants to try to pull the ball to the right side, but the pitcher also knows he's trying to do that. And I think many times in these situations, the hitter thinks too much of what he's supposed to do, and that is hit the ball the right side. And sometimes you just have to take what the pitcher gives you. If it's going to stay outside, get a base hit to left field.
Swing and a miss. Fastball right by Travis Buck. See, that's a good point by you, because in that at bat, Travis Buck never looked comfortable.
No. And it's unfortunate, but as a young player, and just trying to think too much there. He's still opening up, trying to pull the ball. And really, you look out in the infield and you see his Torres and Figgins short and third with a huge gap. And a base hit to left field. You get him over and you get yourself a base hit. But I think just too much thinking. Just let the natural flow of things happen.
One out. Gregorio Petit steps up. Nice start for Petit. Was called up on Friday and then started Saturday and Sunday in Seattle and went 5 for 11 and had the game-winning hit Saturday night. So he's going to get a chance to play some. Petit will be followed by Rajai Davis. No score, bottom of the second inning. Strike down around the knees. So 1-2.
That's a pitch you tip your hat to the pitcher, because it's a pitcher's pitch. Not going to be able to do much with it anyway.
Pop up. It's going to be playable for Jeff Mathis, and that's the second out. So Crosby has not moved from second base just yet.
Center fielder, number 11, Rajai Davis.
So Rajai Davis steps in. Rajai Davis, obviously not a regular in the A's lineup, but he has faced Joe Saunders a lot. 6 for 15 in his career. The fact that Saunders just his third year in the league, it's a bit surprising. It's the 7th start of the year for Rajai Davis. Off the end of the bat is Torres, and that will do it. So the A's get a leadoff double just like the Angels did, but do not score. On to the third, 0-0.
With 2 hits. Tomorrow the A's will host the same Angels. First pitch is 7:05. First 10,000 fans will receive an A's fleece blanket. And it's brought to you by Comcast. For tickets, visit the Coliseum box office or order online at oaklandathletics.com. Might not need it tonight. Very pleasant night, but
nice night.
You get a fleece blanket, you will use it. Maybe even mid-July.
Yeah, you never know.
The marine layer coming in, so especially that Comcast logo on the fleece blanket, that is always special.
No score, 3rd inning. Mathis, Figgins, Izturis against Brett Anderson. Anderson has given up a couple of hits in the game, but nothing else. Big and Tall reached up and grabbed it, and Mathis is retired. So 1 out, and it's the top of the order, Sean Figgins.
Sean Figgins.
Rangers and the Mariners are underway up in Seattle. No score in the 2nd inning. It's Millwood and Hernandez. Felix Hernandez 4-0 on the year. That, like this series, just a 2-game set. It's the first time those 2 teams have hooked up this year. So we'll keep you updated on that game. See what Zach Greinke did tonight?
Yes, I'm just looking at the board. Another 3-0.
You want to know his numbers? Greinke, complete game, 6-hitter. No walks, 10 strikeouts. So Zach Greinke is 6-0 with a 0.40 ERA.
Well,
he's becoming like the best, well, not the best, whatever. He's becoming maybe the biggest story in baseball from a player standpoint so far this year. Unbelievable.
Well, you have the Kansas City schedule there. You pull it up and you see that he pitched tonight. He would pitch Saturday on not an off day and would pitch.
Don't say it.
The next Thursday, which is an off day for the A's.
Perfect bunt by Sean Figgins. Boy, he could not do it any better.
But if a pitcher's so good, you start looking, see if you're going to hit him or miss him.
Well, they have an off day. So.
Isaiah Izturis.
Oh, boy. Watch this bunt. Couldn't get much better than that.
Sean Figgins, the key for him with Anderson falling off to the third base side, just get it past the pitcher. No chance for Petit. And it wouldn't roll foul. He let it go, but it was too close to second. But that is one of the specialties of Sean Figgins.
.30 stolen bases on the year for the Angels. That's the 2nd most in all of baseball. The Rays have 40. So it's pretty much that way every year. The Angels, you're going to have to shut down their running game.
The way they can play little ball, that's where you definitely have to shut them down, because Torii Hunter has 8 home runs. The next highest is Napoli with 4. And also Morales with 4, but they definitely will go first to third, steal bases. Carl Crawford 6 by himself yesterday.
Abreu, you saw the 11, and he has not been thrown out. He's waiting in the on-deck circle. Figgins goes, and they got him picked off, and the throw was, well, it looked like maybe Giambi got picked off a little bit.
Well, actually, he came in.
He was
coming in to take the throw to get an angle to throw to second base, but the throw was back to his right.
I'm not quite sure what Mike's mad about. Maybe he thought it was a balk.
Yeah, because Jason had to reach back to his right, see him coming on the cutout to get an angle so he would not throw into the runner. But I think Mike Scioscia wanted the balk, or at least to put the home plate umpire, Sam Holbrook, on notice that he thought it was a balk.
And you see the rain coming down in front of Mike Scioscia. Not real hard, but swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. So my forecast that I gave you about 15 minutes ago was off, unfortunately. Kind of more of a mist than anything. Figgins dancing off, and that's a check swing. And Kurt Suzuki was ready to take a shot at Figgins at second base, but he did not.
Brett Anderson ducked. Don't blame him. He came off the mound, and good block by Suzuki. The ball out in front. Figgins darted towards third, and a fake. But when he faked, Brett Anderson hit the ground. Figgins is accomplishing just what he is setting out to do, and that is get the pitcher Anderson to pay some attention, and stole second, and now he's dancing off second.
In the dirt again, and now it's a full count to Messrs. Torres with Bobby Abreu in the on-deck circle. Torres grounded out to first in the first, and he takes low, ball 4. So 2 on and 1 out, and with that, let's go downstairs to Jamie Sire. Jamie, how you doing?
Well, guys, as you know, Brad Ziegler has been out with the flu as of the last few days. He was out in the bullpen today, though, throwing, and I talked to him afterwards. He said he is feeling much better, and I asked him if he would be available tonight. He said definitely, though he has lost about 8 pounds and not doing any weights. He's just trying to save his energy.
Yeah, he was a sick young man, but hopefully he's ready to go tonight. Bobby Abreu and Crosby, great play. It's a fair ball, so it's going to be a hit for Abreu, but Bobby Crosby saved a run. Terrific play.
Had no chance to get it out, but ball called fair over the bag, and just a tremendous play. Bobby accustomed to doing that as shortstop just to keep a runner from scoring, but diving into foul territory, dropped the ball, but saved at least 1 run with his tour speed, maybe 2.
So they're loaded for Torrey Hunter, and Hunter has a base hit to left center field. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2, and Bobby Abreu is going to go to third. So Torrey Hunter off to a very nice start, a 2-run single, and it's 2-0 Angels. Torrey Hunter very aggressive, and he went after the first pitch.
Always aggressive.
Yep.
And a breaking ball. Just did not break as sharply as he wanted it. Down and in, and left it up enough for Hunter to let it go.
Some of the 2 speedy guys, Figgins and Torres, both score easily. And Mike Napoli will hit. Swing and a miss. So RBIs 19 and 20 for Torrey Hunter. Napoli had a double in the second inning, leading things off, but did not score. That's a base hit to right field. Abreu's going to score, and the Angels will go first to third again. They do it better than anybody, and it's 3-0. So 10th RBI for Napoli.
Just an aggressive club, and again, fastball supposed to be inside, not far enough, and Napoli, great power to the opposite field, as he has shown with home run power, but a couple of hits. A double to right center, now a run scoring single to right field.
So Anderson got Jeff Mathis, the first hitter in this inning. Then it's been a single, a walk, single, single, single.
Well, and also remember the pickoff. He had him picked off, but a throw that Jason Giambi had to keep from going down to the bullpen.
47, Howard Kendrick.
First to third. And they will probably be first in that category again here in 2009. We've seen him do it twice in this inning alone. Howie Kendrick is the hitter. Kendrick very aggressive as well. The Angels put the ball in play. They're aggressive, but they have the fewest strikeouts in all of Major League Baseball. So they will make contact. And it's quickly 0-2 to Howie Kendrick. Angels are 9th in the American League in total runs scored so far after this is their 24th game.
I mean, you go to first to third. And of course, this situation has to be a crisply hit ball for a double play, and that may be it.
Let's see. And it is. So Anderson gets out of it, and the Angels do get 3 into the inning. Bottom of the third coming up, 3-0 Angels. He wasn't the longest in Oakland A's history, but what was the longest game in Oakland A's history? Well, I can tell you, Mike, it felt like the longest game in Oakland A's history. And then, unfortunately, you lose the game, and you lose it in disappointing fashion, where you thought you had it won a couple times. But we don't want to talk about that game anymore.
Promise?
Promise. Kurt Suzuki hits it hard, but right to Howie Kendrick. So that's the first out. Well, you got to go back to 1971 for the longest game in Oakland A's history. 21 innings. 6 hours.
In Washington, D.C.
Huh.
5-3. Kurt left. And Campy Campaneris.
Outside corner strike to Cabrera.
Senators were in Washington the next year and then moved to Arlington, Texas. Where they are now the Rangers.
Coming in is Abreu, and he makes a very nice running catch. I didn't think he had a chance to track it down, but he did.
Ball hung up a long time for Abreu as he went into right center. Thought initially when it took off, it just right there on the hang time. Nice running catch by Abreu.
So 5 in a row retired by Joe Saunders, and he throws a strike on the outside corner to Jason Giambi.
Ever since he hit Jason the first inning, he's retired every batter since. And Joe Saunders is good enough. You try to get him early, not not successful. Good pitchers just settle in. It makes it very tough to finally get to them.
Giambi 2 for 9 in that series up in Seattle. He did walk 4 times. He's got a hot streak coming soon, I think. Two and 2 now. Saunders with a couple of strikeouts so far. Not a big strikeout guy.
Saunders, of course, was supposed to pitch yesterday against the Yankees, but they were rained out. So they'll have a makeup game against the Yankees, as will the A's. So they just backed up the rotation. Saunders gets to pitch tonight.
Got him swinging. 3 strikeouts for Joe Saunders. He's retired 6 in a row. To the 4th inning. It's 3-0 Angels. Nissan delivers. 3-0 Angels, top of the 4th inning. And the runs coming in the 3rd. 3 runs and 4 hits in that 3rd inning. Morales, Rivera, and Mathis. So that was pitch number 50 by Brett Anderson. Biting on that nail again.
Yes, he is.
Cabrera charges, flips it across, and Morales is out.
Well, the A's going to come back in this one. Brett Anderson's going to have to make sure.
Number 20.
He's got a visit by Cabrera to check on his finger, but let's try to shut down the Angels. It was 3-0. The A's lost to Saunders and the Angels in the opener on the 6th of April.
Juan Rivera takes a pitch just off the plate. I mentioned the Royals over the White Sox 3-0. There are some finals that are starting to come in. Minnesota 7, Detroit 2. Francisco Liriano got his first win of the year. He has been off to a slow start, but 9 strikeouts in 7 innings tonight for Liriano. The Twins gets them back to 500, 13-13. Baltimore beat Tampa Bay 8-4. Baltimore breaks a 6-game losing streak with that win over the Rays. Rays are now 11-16. Nice big hop for Bobby Crosby. And that's 2 outs.
Kerry Wood tried to save a 2-run lead for the Indians, and that was not the case. Bautista drove home 2 to tie it. They are now in extra innings. Cleveland has the lead again, but the Tribe not playing as well as they had hoped.
No, they're 9-16. In fact, that tied for the worst record in the American League coming into today. And it is still early. I thought they would. I liked their team coming into this year, the Indians. That's a interesting division of that AL Central, because you kind of figured the Twins will be around, Chicago will be around, Detroit's playing better, and then you got this Kansas City team that has been very interesting so far this year. Petit has it, and 3 ground ball outs for Brett Anderson. Bottom of the 4th coming up, 3-0 Angels.
Against the Angels, the A's will take on the Rangers, and it'll be Wednesday at 7:05. Guess what? That's the next Double Play Wednesday. Every Wednesday home game, you can get Plaza Reserve and outfield tickets for $2 and hot dogs for just $1, courtesy of Bart. Order online at oaklandathletics.com or call 877-493-BALL.
Matt Holliday goes after the first pitch, slams his bat down in frustration, pops out to Abreu. Well, Matt does not show a lot of emotion, but he did there. Not happy.
They got a fastball and got the fastball back a little bit in his swing, and I would think that's for him to hit the ball to the right field, right side. But it's all timing. You see him with the leg kick, and he hit some breaking balls. Texas and Seattle for home runs, one to right center, one to left field in the second deck at Seattle.
Jack Cust struck out swinging in the first inning. He's had a shot against Saunders in the first. He had 2 on and 1 out in that score. And they had a leadoff double by Crosby in the second and could not score. Saunders, after that Crosby double, has retired 7 in a row. Big curve.
Jack Cuss getting a curveball from Jacobaskas, and that was to left field, and then he saw quite a few fastballs. See how sunny it was? That was early in the game. And went to the airport, is pouring down rain.
It was raining real hard. 4 strikeouts for Joe Saunders. He's got cussed twice.
Third baseman.
2 outs here in the 4th.
On a breaking ball, and then went outside with a fastball. Similar pitch that he struck him out in the first inning.
Crosby the double in the second inning. Hit one down the left field line. Changeup from Saunders, and it drops in for a strike. Ray mentioned that Indians Blue Jays game. Cleveland was up 9-6. Scored 3 times in the top of the 12th to make it 9-6, but the Jays are battling back in the bottom of the 12th. It's 9-7 now.
They probably watched the game in Seattle yesterday with the A's.
Yeah, never over, right? Bobby Crosby's 2 for 2. Went right up the middle.
Well, they pulled the ball, but Saunders this time stayed away from him. Got one up, and Bobby put a charge into it. And, boy, he does such a good job swinging down on the ball instead of lifting and hitting fly balls. He gets line drives, and another very good hit for Bobby.
So 3 hits now for the A's. And here's Travis Buck. Buck rolls it to short. And Vizturris was playing near second base. He gobbles it up, steps in a bag, side, retired. 5th inning coming up, 3-0 Angels.
All right, Oakland A's fans, in weather like this.
Fallen into
Top of the order for the Angels. Figgins, Vizturris, and Abreu against Brett Anderson. First pitch missed somewhere. A little inside, I guess. Figgins got that 3-run 3rd inning started with a bunt single, and then he stole the base. Doing what he's supposed to do.
Sean Figgins is capable of hitting home runs, but he does not have one. He doesn't have to. His job is to get on base in front of the rest of the batting order. It's amazing how things really happen when he gets on base.
Sean Figgins will be a free agent at the end of this year. It'll be interesting to see if Angels bring him back. He's got his second hit, a leadoff single here in the 5th. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Fry's Electronics. Your best buys are always at Fry's, guaranteed. Well, now the cat and mouse game starts with Figgins at first. Izturis the hitter. Anderson and Kurt Suzuki trying to hold down the Angels running game.
Time he got the ball, got the sign, and a quick release. Line step. Hardly looked at Figgins, and sometimes no throw is the best because he does not show his move.
Izturis bunts, and Anderson picks it up. He's going to have to hurry, and he does to get Izturis. That'll be a sacrifice. And Figgins now at second base.
Number 53, Bobby Abreu.
Are you surprised that Sean Figgins at first base, a guy who's a terrific base stealer, that you would give up an out to get him to second base?
Well, Izturis might have done it on his own. Might have tried to drag the ball for a base hit. Plus, the first pitch was a strike, which kind of put him in the hole. You get too deep, and so I don't even know if the sign came from Mike Scioscia. He might have just wanted to get him in scoring position, and had Abreu and Hunter try to get him in.
Bobby Abreu is 2 for 2, a couple of singles, and he scored a run in the 3rd. He's got 10 hits in his last 26 at bats, and his average 371. He's closing in on 2,000 hits in his career. He's 21 hits away from that very nice milestone. Figgins dancing around at second, and he was heading to third, and then he stopped. And it wouldn't surprise me if that makes it a little difficult for Bobby Abreu, the hitter, because he can see that. Obviously, it's right in front of him. It's got to be distracting.
Yeah, it is very distracting. A lot of hitters will look in or out and just say go or don't go, but don't be faking.
Down the left field line, Holiday racing over, and he got a good jump, and he's got a chance to get Figgins at second. Figgins scrambles back. A nice play by Matt Holiday, and he had to get a good jump, and he did.
Well, great positioning also, and kind of the charts, the hitting charts of how hitters hit. Abreu hit a ball third base line. Bobby Crosby kept it from being double his first at bat, and Holiday shading him towards the line and took a base hit away from him.
And that gets past a diving Crosby. Torrey Hunter has a base hit. Figgins is going to score. So a 2-out hit by Torrey Hunter, just under the glove of a diving Bobby Crosby, and that makes it 4-0. Torrey Hunter has 3 RBIs.
Well, you look at the lineup, and like Torrey Hunter again got another breaking ball, just a slower breaking ball, able to get out in front. Nice effort. Bobby just dived to the left. He was over the top of the ball, that close to maybe even being the third out. Instead, another base hit for Torrey Hunter. He's proven he can hit a slider or a curve.
Yep.
Especially if it's a slower variety.
Just called up. Sean Gallagher is going to start getting loose in the bullpen. Right center, struck well, and nobody's going to get it. So Mike Napoli finds the gap. Here comes Torrey Hunter. He's going to race all the way around from first and score. Mike Napoli is 3 for 3, and it's now 5-0 the Angels.
Two very aggressive hitters in the 4 and 5 spots. The order. The pitch down and in, and he went to the opposite field, and his power is in that direction. Goes to left field as well, but a very good power hitter to right field, right center.
Well, now the manager and the trainer are coming out. Bob Guerin and Steve Sales. And I think you know what they're going to look at. 3 hits in the inning and a couple of runs. And he's going to come out. So I think the blister's bothering him again, Ray. It's pretty obvious. He's looking at it. So Gallagher's going to come in, and it'll be an injury situation. So Gallagher should have plenty of time to get loose. Angels 5 and the A's nothing here in the top of the 5th.
Coming into pitch.
The 5th inning, Torrey Hunter and Mike Napoli have driven in all 5 runs. As Brett Anderson departs with a runner at second base, and possibly again the finger, and it's the blister on his left index finger bothered him. A's Major League Baseball and People Magazine are looking for A's fans who have made a difference in their community. 30 everyday All-Stars will be honored at the 2009 All-Star Game in St. Louis, and one will be featured in People Magazine. To nominate, go to peopleallstars.com. Now, Mike Napoli and Torrey Hunter hitting again 4th and 5th. Hunter 4th, Napoli 5th. A double and a single for Hunter. A single and a double for Napoli. And a total of 6 pitches. And the A's down 5-0. 6 pitches, 5 runs driven in. Those 2 batters.
So here's Sean Gallagher. His 4th appearance here in the big leagues. He had a couple of appearances for the Sacramento River Cats. He started 2 games down there. Did not pitch real deep into those games and was not expected to. He went 2 innings in 1 start and 3 innings in the next start. Last pitched on Friday. So the A's will hope to get a couple of innings from Gallagher. 2-0 now to Howie Kendrick.
Gallagher's Oakland debut was against these Angels last year and pitched very well for 7 innings, pick up a win.
Probably the best he's pitched in any start, probably in his big league career. He was terrific that night. Kendrick tried to check his swing, and he did, says Dan Iasonia. Real pitch is right there. Rangers 4, Mariners 1 in the 5th inning in Seattle. Again, that's Millwood and Hernandez. Good pitching matchup there. The Yankees and the Red Sox playing tonight, and it was a pretty long rain delay in New York, but they are playing that game in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Red Sox 4 and the Yankees 2. Swing and a miss. Nasty pitch from Sean Gallagher. Side retired a couple of runs for the Angels. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. 5-0 LA. Sponsored by Firestone. This is very interesting, folks. Remember, starting pitching for the Angels, all banged up. 4 guys on the disabled list. But the starters have the best ERA in the American League. The bullpen for the Angels, thing that's been their best, probably the best thing they have going for them the last 4 or 5 years. 1-8, a 7.66 ERA. That's the worst bullpen ERA in the major leagues, and it's hard to imagine with the arms they have down there that could happen. So the starters have done their job, even though it's been a mix and match of even some minor league guys. But Mike Scioscia's bullpen has been really bad so far. Gregorio Petit is thrown out by Sean Figgins.
An example of that with the 9-4 lead against the Yankees over the weekend.
But for so many years, we've seen that Angels bullpen be very good, but it just has not been that this year. The closer, Brian Fuentes, who was signed to take over for Francisco Rodriguez, has really struggled. Fuentes has a 7.88 ERA. So if that's the case, and you're the guy taking over for the guy who set the saves record, well, that's going to magnify it even more.
Well, Frasanda's 48 pitches through 4 innings, and he may
not have to worry about the bullpen.
He might want to say, did he just take the night off?
0-2 to Rajay Davis. Change up, swing and a miss. Davis way out ahead. This was Joe Saunders on opening night in Anaheim, and very good performance. He went 6 2/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, and just a couple of walks. And he walked away with the win. It's 3-0 final.
Dallas Braden, the A's pitching that game, of course, they shut out, and Dallas Braden also shut out 1-0. So a couple shutouts for the A's left-hander. Does have 3 wins.
And all that part of Saunders' 6-2 career record against the A's. Strike to Kurt Suzuki, who has grounded out twice, once to short and once to second.
Suzuki doesn't get a hit tonight in the leadoff position. He'll be telling Ryan Sweeney, you will be back tomorrow night, and you will be back in the leadoff spot.
Because I was hot batting lower in the order. Right at the knees on the inside corner. That's a good pitch from Saunders, and the count even at 2-2. Figgins waits for a nice hop. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down inning for Joe Saunders. We head to the 6th inning from the Coliseum. 5-0 Angels. And select sports and fitness, and then Comcast Sportsnet. A's baseball available after every game. 6th inning from the Coliseum. Not much for A's fans to cheer about so far. 5-0 here in the 6th. Sean Gallagher back out to work. He'll face Kendry Morales, Juan Rivera, and Jeff Mathis, the bottom 3 hitters in the Angels lineup. Mariners have come back to tie the Rangers 4-4 in the 6th. It was, I believe, 4-0 at one time in Texas. Michael Young has a home run for the Rangers. Russ Branyan, another home run. He's got 7 now. Franklin Gutierrez, a home run for Seattle.
I think we have seen with the A's over the years, some of the very good clubs the A's have had, where you have certain games where you get down and you come back and win. And then you start believing that regardless of where you are in a game, how far you're down, you can come back and win. And the series over the weekend, we mentioned the A's the opportunity to sweep the series against the Mariners. They had a 6-1 lead on Friday. And then yesterday afternoon, the 3 runs in the 13th. So, on the other hand, Mariners win those games. It doesn't matter. We can win any game there is, regardless how far they're behind.
Morales grounds out to short. He's 0 for 3.
In a game like tonight with the A's down 5-0, just keep battling and try to peck away at the lead of the Angels and try to get back in the game and do the same thing themselves. No greater feeling than to be down in a game and figure it's a loss, and then come back and win it. Just makes you feel great and start really believing in everything you do.
Petit has it, and Juan Rivera is out, so 2 quick outs. Yeah, I mean, how much you think a game like yesterday did for the Mariners?
No doubt.
Twice they came back.
Yeah. They did it tonight. At least
that's
so
right.
far.
Number 5,
Right.
Jeff Mathis.
The Indians did hold on to beat the Jays tonight 9-7 in 12 innings. Young man by the name of Matt Laporta. Now, you probably don't know who that is, but Matt Laporta was the guy that the Indians said, all right, Milwaukee, you want CC Sabathia, fine, but we want a minor league hitter by the name of Matt Laporta, who was a high draft pick for the Brewers. And that's who the Brewers gave up for CC Sabathia, and he's supposed to be a really, really good-looking young hitter. Well, he hit his first major league home run tonight for the Indians. They just brought him up. So that's a name that you'll start to hear, Matt Laporta.
Well, the Indians' record, as you had mentioned earlier, off to a little bit of a slow start.
Yeah.
Manager Eric Wedge more or less said, Mark Shapiro, their general manager, you guys don't play. We got some other guys that can.
Sure. And they did. They made a bunch of changes, right?
A whole bunch over the weekend. And a wake-up call sometimes is needed. In case of the Indians, they made it and just can't afford to get buried quickly, especially in any division. Central is a good one.
Good fastball from Sean Gallagher, and he has a very nice, clean top of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It'll be Cabrera, Giambi, and Holiday. Top prospect Madison Bumgarner is pitching, I believe, for the San Jose Giants. And report from 49ers minicamp. So all that coming up tonight on Sportsnet Central. That's on our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Bottom of the 6th, A's trying to get something going against Joe Saunders. He's retired 14 out of the last 15. So if nothing else, get him in the stretch. do something.
And the A's did in the first 2 innings. They're 0 for 5 with runners in score position. So that's something they might try a little bit later, as he's just thrown 61 pitches.
Cabrera shoots one to right field, and Abreu slides, and he can't make the catch. Keeps it in front of him, so it's a hit for Orlando Cabrera. He's 2 for 3. He likes to go to right field.
He does. His best swing is that way. Abreu got him. And a nice running catch, right center. A little bit earlier in the game. This time, though, the key there is to use his body, maybe a little bit of his face. Keep the ball in front of him. Eric Ibar took one in the face of New York.
Giambi rolls over on that pitch. Grounds and foul. Chris Davis, the big Rangers first baseman, has hit a 2-run homer, so Texas has grabbed the lead back 6-4 in the top of the 6th in Seattle. Outside corner called the strike. 0-2 to Giambi. He was hit by a pitch in the first, struck out in the third.
A little unusual to see a fastball outside with a shift by the Angels. Fastball that Giambi, I think if he gets enough of them, he'll start hitting the ball a lot more to left field. Figure he knows that if they put on the shift, that they will feature fastballs inside.
Matt Holliday in the on-deck circle. A good chance for the A's to string together some hits. Foul ball. Long run for Figgins, but he's got no chance. Well, the best thing to do here, outside of getting some runs, is work Joe Saunders a little bit, get that pitch count up. Last inning we showed you how much the Angels bullpen has struggled this year. And you're better off getting into that bullpen than face Saunders if he's at the top of his game. Grounded, base hit. So Jason Giambi with a base hit through the shift. Cabrera to third, and the A's have some action here in the 6th.
Well, amazingly, the shift won by the Angels, and that's a 4-6-3 double play without the shift. But they continue to do it. Jason with a base hit in Seattle, driving a run because of the shift. Same here tonight. They figured they're going to pull a ball more, but I think that time the fastball was away from Giambi and enabled him to take the ball at least close to being up the middle to right center.
Change up to Holliday, and he watches it bounce in the dirt. Holliday has fouled out to first and flied to right. So the average down to 228 for Matt Holliday. Off the end of the bat.
Backed it up with another changeup. This was Friday in Seattle. Hanging breaking ball from Sean White, second deck. Jason Jennings on Thursday, a breaking ball to right center. That was in Arlington, Texas.
Fastball, and it's by Holliday, 1-2. Almost looks like he's just in between, huh, Ray? He's a little early on the off-speed pitches and a little late on the fastball.
Well, it's just all timing. That's all it is. All timing.
just a bit inside. Saunders tried to hit the inside corner against Holiday. Cabrera is at third, Giambi at first. Best chance so far for the A's to get on the board against Saunders. Holiday just got a piece of that one.
You know, watching Mike Scioscia go through the signs to his catcher Jeff Mathis, there's absolutely nothing going to happen in this situation. Giambi at first is not going to run. I want Holiday to swing the bat. But if you don't give a sign and then you do with somebody on base, then that's why you just have to give it all the time.
Popped up. Morales over near the seats. He's got room and he makes the catch. 1 out.
That is the Coliseum foul territory.
Number 32, Jack Cust.
But it is also runners in score position. The A's just so far tonight have not been able to take advantage of them. First and second, they had the opportunity, but no hits with the runner in score position, and especially now, the runner in third, less than 2 outs. At least Jack Cust has an opportunity to make something happen.
Cust has struck out twice so far in the ball game. Pitch in the dirt. He's looking for a big hit. Maybe get on the scoreboard and get rolling. They're 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position tonight.
Matheson or Napoli and Hunter are fourth.
Yep.
They have the 4.
Bobby Crosby, who has a couple of hits, is in the on-deck circle. Jack Cust on 2-0. Rolls with foul.
Pretty good pitch to hit. 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Good location on the inside part of the plate. No chance tonight for Jack Cust to be removed for defense because he's the DH. Ian Jason missed 4 at-bats yesterday, taken out for defense in the ninth inning.
So 2-2 to Jack Cust. Cust has faced Saunders 9 times in his career. He's 1 for 9 with a couple of walks. Fastball in on Cust, and he hangs in there. The A's would love to see Crosby get up this inning with the way he has swung the bat so far tonight. A single and a double. Right now it's Cust. Angels have the outfield shifted toward left center. And now full count.
And Jeff Mathis has helped his pitcher by blocking 3 balls in the dirt with the runner at third with Holiday and now Cust.
He's a pretty good catcher, huh?
He's a very good catcher. Yes, he is. He does a good job handling the pitchers and has just enough offense. But again, question what Jack Cust is going to get on the 3-2 offer. Got a fastball in the first inning and a couple of runners on base.
Got him swinging.
Got it same fastball.
Yes, he did. So Cust has struck out 3 times tonight. That's 6 strikeouts for Saunders.
Just a little bit extra in the fastball, and I think just simply because Joe Saunders has an assortment of pitches that he can throw, puts a little bit of a thought in the hitter's mind, where you can't really be that aggressive looking just for the fastball, because he has very good control and assortment of pitches to be able to throw in any count.
One 1-0 to Bobby Crosby. So Joe Saunders has been tough on the A's. Go back to last year, the 18th of September, and then opening night this year and tonight has not allowed an earned run. He just kind of knows how to pitch. He doesn't overpower you with anything, although you saw him throw a fastball by Cust.
They just threw another fastball, kind of a BP fastball to Bobby Crosby at 85 miles an hour, so he'll vary velocity with his fastball.
Remember the Angels: Lackey, DL; Santana, DL; Escobar, DL; Dustin Mosley, another young man who started a handful of games earlier this year. He's on the DL. So Joe Saunders he's their #1 guy in the rotation right now. Two and two. Single and a double for Crosby. The average at 227. Good take there. 3 and 2.
I see Bobby continue to swing the bat well, get the batting average up to respectability, and that's what he's doing with a couple of hits tonight, and even bigger one would help right now. Giambi will be able to be on the move with 3 and 2, 2 outs.
Giambi takes off, and Crosby, good swing there, fouled it straight back.
Just a little bit extra on the fastball from Saunders, and Bobby was a little bit late. Well, when you get the variations of the velocity of the fastball, that's where it's confusing and hard as a hitter to try to time it.
And it's low ball 4, so the bases are loaded for Travis Buck. That's the first walk issued by Joe Saunders. He's also hit a batter, and he's going to get a visit from the pitching coach, Mike Butcher.
This is just simply to ask him how the family, how everybody's doing, you know, because he's pitching well enough. Just a bit of a break more than anything. Catcher could have done the same thing, but Mike Butcher, pitching coach, just a little reminder about Travis Buck, and continue to change speeds the way he has.
Now batting, right fielder, number 6, Travis Buck.
Travis Buck will hit. A's have a runner on each base. A major chance for the Athletics to get back in this game, trailing 5-0. And that's low. Now the A's are making Saunders work this inning. This would be pitch number 31 for the game, 89. Rolled foul.
Big gap in right center. Travis Buck could get out in front. He's got the speed of Crosby.
They call the ball. Wow. A's are on the board. Nobody seems to be arguing. So it's 5-1.
Is that considered a hit with runners in scoring position?
Yep.
There it is. That slight movement right there by Joe Saunders. And a lot of that time, it occurs because this catcher's going through signs. And the pitcher gets to where he thinks that is the sign. And he starts and then sees the catcher continue. And that's just enough. Didn't deceive anybody, but it was a balk anyway.
So the balk gets a run in for the A's, but that's it. We go to the 7th. It's 5-1 Angels. Coliseum. And some drinks, some soft drinks. It's not that cold today.
I bet there's some dibs around there someplace. Haven't seen any dibs lately.
No. Saw him in Seattle.
Yes, we did. Sean Gallagher getting a chance to show up from Sacramento. Pitched tonight. He's retired 4 in a row. Couple of ground ball outs, couple of strikeouts for the A's right-hander. Doing what you'd like to see from a long reliever coming in, just trying to keep getting outs. Help the offense. Big opportunity. Did score a run on a balk.
We'll take it.
Take anything you can get. Not going to be shut out, but just keep adding on. 3 more opportunities at least. And after yesterday's game, could be a lot more.
Figgins gets spun out of the way. It's 3-1 the count to the Angels leadoff hitter. And now 3-2. Figgins with 2 hits, 2 runs scored. He's got a stolen base. And he's got another base hit. Just slaps it to left. Nothing fancy for Sean Figgins. Just put the bat on the ball. Go.
Number 13, Maicer Izturis.
So he is aboard, and here's Izturis.
Big swing on the 3-1 fastball at 91, but then shortened the swing with a couple of strikes and went to the opposite field. He has been on 3 times his last 3 at bats. The 2 previous he scored after singling.
That's 10 hits now for the Angels. The A's have 5. Izturis a walk and a sacrifice. So he's doing his thing in the second spot right after Figgins. It's the 3, 4, 5 guys that have really done the damage RBI wise for the Angels. Figgins is running, and Izturis pops a foul back. Abreu with a couple of hits. Torrey Hunter with a couple of hits. Napoli with 3 hits. And those are the 3 guys that are coming up after Izturis. Another foul ball back. So 1-2 the count. Gallagher had a very nice 3-up, 3-down 6th inning. Got the final out in the 5th by striking out Howie Kendrick. That was the inning that the Angels scored a couple of runs. Hey, if you're Sean Gallagher, right, this might be your shot right here.
Right.
Let's face it, there's a few questions surrounding the A's starting rotation. You never know. Giambi has it, spins around, and had a little trouble getting it out of his glove. Takes the sure out at first. That's not an easy throw. You kind of got to throw over the runner almost if you try to go to second base.
Number 53, Bobby.
I think the biggest thing right there, he started throwing, just never got a grip on the baseball. So instead of taking the chance and rushing it to second, get the sure out. You see the ball hit kind of the heel and roll up into the pocket of the first baseman, which is a longer glove anyway.
Runner in scoring position for Bobby Abreu. Single in the first, single in the third. Fly out to left in the 5th for Abreu. There's a strike. Abreu was 10th in the American League in hitting coming into tonight's game. Kevin Youkilis continues to lead the American League in hitting. 407. Good take by Abreu.
Last hitter to hit 400 was Ted Williams up the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
Long time ago. And I doubt that it's going to happen again. It's one of those that between Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak, Cal Ripken's consecutive games played, and I don't know. Hitting 400 over the course of 162 games.
Man.
At one time with artificial surface, George Brett might have a chance. Tony Gwynn, or the baseball went on strike, was approaching that.
Don't you think there's more good relievers now than there used to be as well?
Absolutely, and that's when Ted Williams played, he saw the same pitcher for probably 35 complete games. And nothing against him, one of the best, if not the best hitters in all of baseball.
I mean, if Ted Williams played now, terrific hitter, how many times do you think he'd see a left-handed specialty reliever in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings? Almost every game, probably.
Game, absolutely. Or they intentionally walk the pitch around it.
Abreu towards center and hit well. Davis back, but he's going to get there. He's got it. Figgins races back to second and tags up, and he goes to third. So Abreu retired. He's 2 for 4. And here's Torrey Hunter. Be careful on the first pitch with Torrey Hunter.
Well, he's seeing back-to-back sliders or curveballs from Brett Anderson that were inside that he turned into hits. He's driven in 3. Those pitches coming into him. Sean Gallagher, right-hander. Slider would be breaking away from Torrey Hunter.
He did not swing at that pitch, and it was in for a strike. Hunter has 3 RBIs in the ball game. He's got 21 now on the year. Torii Hunter now in his 2nd year with the Angels after signing that big contract. And off to a very, very nice start.
Well, they finished the season last year, the league championship, our division series that is against the Red Sox. Had a great series, and with Vladimir Guerrero on the disabled list, he is stepping it up a notch, which he's very capable. Great defensive player. He won his 8th Gold Glove last year. And this year, with the absence of the offense, he is in the force. He had a great series over the weekend against the Yankees.
Well, Torii Hunter's first year with the Angels, 2008, numbers down a little bit. 278 was his average, 21 homers and 78 RBIs. Now, those are not bad numbers, but his final year in Minnesota, 07, he hit 28 homers and had 107 RBIs. But I think what you get with Torii Hunter, certainly the offensive numbers, but Ray mentioned the defense. You get a complete player because he's a good base runner. Do not see him make a whole lot of mistakes on the baseball field. And I think there's something to be said, Ray, about a guy who played his whole career with the Minnesota Twins. Usually played on pretty good teams.
Yep.
So has a pretty good idea what it takes to win.
And that's probably the reason they had a very good postseason last year. Even though it was a shortened one, they hoped to go much deeper in the October baseball.
Popped up. Shallow center. And Rajai Davis has it. Side retired. 7th inning stretch from the Coliseum. It's 5-1 Angels. Third inning for the Angels. Torii Hunter. So it was 3-0 after 3. The Angels added 2 more in the 5th. Napoli again, this time an RBI double. So it was 5-0 Angels. Brett Anderson, that looks like maybe the blister on his hand bothering him some. Anderson 4 2/3 innings. 9 hits, 5 earned runs. Middle of the order for the Angels has done a lot of damage. A couple of hits for Bobby Crosby tonight. 5-1 is the score, bottom of the 7th inning. Joe Saunders had worked pretty hard to get out of the 6th inning. He did give up a run on a balk, so that jacked up his pitch count. He's at 92 now. And there is action now out in the Angels bullpen.
Looks like Jose Arredondo. 1-1 to Gregorio Petit. Make it 1-2. Petit has fouled out to the catcher and grounded to third. So he is now 5 for 13 on the season. Sliced foul.
Talk about comebacks. The A's, of course, at Anaheim got to the bullpen of the Angels. One particular game, 3 in the 8th, 3 in the 9th to win 6-4.
Did not quite get it on. Maybe off the end of the bat a little bit as Torrey Hunter takes charge. Nick Adenhart's jersey hanging in the dugout. And we were there, Ray, and it was hard to explain the sadness and what was going on. It was just a very, very strange situation, and you can just about imagine how the Angels feel. They were obviously part of it.
And a locker set up for Adenhart as well. And it's unfortunate if you look on the number 34 Nick Adenhart, but on the A's shoulder sleeve they have the OPD, Oakland Police, because of the deaths of 4 officers. So it's kind of sad to both teams tonight wearing patches because of some unfortunate deaths.
Rajai Davis 0 for 2 in the game. And now behind in the count, 1-2. So Saunders has hit the 100 pitch mark. Got him swinging. Davis chases a pitch out of the strike zone. 2 outs. Now this was the Angels on the Friday night.
The catcher.
Adenhart's death happened early on the Thursday morning, and A's and Angels were supposed to play on that Thursday night. The game was canceled, but the Angels did play on Friday night at home, and that was the beginning of the game. Off the plate to Kurt Suzuki. Kurt is 0 for 3. He has grounded out to short, to second, and to third.
And he's hoping for a hit and a chance to hit once more, as this is the 7th inning. He needs to turn the batting order over again. That means he has put some runners on base.
Good swing there, and he fouled it back. Got a pitch up and out over the plate. That sounded like it hurt.
Oh,
man.
But amazingly, got up so quickly, and there's your catcher mentality there. Trainers stay where they are. They know that, well, Horn's thinking about maybe walking out, but cut off the instep of the left foot. He did the best thing. Get up and start walking around instead of sitting down it's going to stiffen up anyway, but he's going to stay loose because he'll put the catching gear on. Maybe run the base when he gets a hit.
And I'm sure he's excited about running the bases right now.
Well,
maybe he'll trot. How about that?
That would be fine, but sometimes better to run hard so it doesn't hurt, doesn't stiffen up.
We're talking about maybe hitting a home run. Spins on that one and rolls it foul. This will more than likely be the last inning for Joe Saunders. Down the right field line, foul territory, nobody's going to get it. They're still playing at Yankee Stadium. Boston 6, the Yankees 3, top of the 8th inning.
It is 12:10.
Yep.
It's tomorrow morning in New York.
Left field hit pretty well. Rivera near the wall, and he leaps, and he can't get it. Home run, Kurt Suzuki. You can trot, Curtis. Take your time.
Now Mike Scioscia walking out as Kurt Suzuki crosses home plate, and no, you don't want to foul the ball off your foot every time you hit a home run, but that was a great at bat by Suzuki. Low fastball, and Rivera maybe sympathetic for a hitter fouling the ball for his foot. But nice home run. He got CC Sabathia. He got another lefty tonight in Joe Saunders.
So Arredondo comes in, and he's trying to creep back into this thing. It's now 5-2. Joe Saunders 6 2/3 inning. So he will watch as the Angels bullpen comes in. And Jose Arredondo, first pitch to Cabrera is a strike. Arredondo struggling this year, but he's got terrific stuff, but he has just not been able to put it to work this year. 110 pitches for Saunders. He's hoping for his 4th win of the year. Well, on 3 pitches, Arredondo strikes out Cabrera. Side retired. But Kurt Suzuki, it's the 2nd run for the Athletics as he homers to left field. 8th inning coming up, 5-2 Angels. Bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs, and he did that after fouling a ball right up his foot a couple pitches before that. Sean Gallagher's been good. 2 1/3 innings so far. He's given up just 1 hit with a couple of strikeouts, and he has shut down the Angels, which has allowed the A's to creep back in the game. Bobby Crosby will make the play, but not in time, as Mike Napoli can do nothing wrong. He's 4 for 4.
Time now for Carl's Jr. in your face. How about a off your foot foul ball? And Kurt Suzuki, some of the greatest things have happened after fouling a ball off your foot or someplace in your body. You battle, just kind of relax a little bit, figure anything to do is a bonus, and it was a home run as Rivera back. Looked like he had a chance as he let down, not time his leap perfectly.
Napoli trying to steal, and he is out. Kurt Suzuki doing it all.
No contact by Kendrick on the hit and run, and a very good play by second baseman Gregorio Petit as he had to go up, make the catch, and then come down with a quick tag. Good slider away, and there's a great play by Petit.
So the leadoff man is erased.
Well, nice that he gave with Napoli as he stuck his arm out to make the tag. Napoli's a pretty good sized lad, but excellent play on both ends.
Howie Kendrick towards short, and Cabrera takes care of that. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Kendrick is 0 for 4 tonight.
Number 19, Henry Morales.
In fact, the bottom 4 guys in the Angels lineup, Kendrick, Morales, Rivera, and Mathis. Let's see if my math is okay here. 0 for 13. And that's a fair ball. Right on the line. Kendry Morales gets a base hit. It's a 2-out double.
What's your math?
Number 20.
Yeah, shouldn't have said anything. It's my fault.
Just on the line. Sure, Dan Sonia could have helped out if he called it foul, but turned around, went down to one knee, and
Chalk.
emphatically pointed fair ball. Pretty good umpiring.
Yep.
Ball goes over your head, you turn around and watch where it lands.
Saw some chalk fly. Swing through by Juan Rivera.
And the swing through by Kendrick to prevent the Angels from having a successful hit and run was helpful.
Rivera is 0 for 3. This will be pitch 52 for Sean Gallagher, so he's getting stretched out. Big swing by Morales, and that caught Kurt Suzuki. What a surprise. He's a magnet right now.
If you're going to get up after taking one off your foot, this is going to be nothing. And off the face mask, and as Kurt Suzuki's wearing the old style, or the conventional mask, instead of the hockey style, able to take the blow. A lot of padding on the inside against the forehead and cheek and chin.
Rajai Davis goes back. Now comes in. He's got it. Side retired. So Sean Gallagher holds down the Angels again. Still 5-2. Bottom of the 8th coming up.
Pepsis, and 4 bags of peanuts, all for just $50. Fireworks games, Angel Series every Friday all season, just $50. Order tickets online at OaklandAthletics.com or look in your Contra Costa Times, Oakland Tribune, and San Jose Mercury News newspapers for details. One coming up this Friday against the Blue Jays. Very hot team in the American League Eastern Division.
Blue Jays lost tonight, but they're still 18-10 and on top of the AL East. Business for the A's here in the final 2 innings. They trail 5-2. Going to run in the 6th and a run in the 7th. Looking for more here in the 8th against Jose Arredondo, who's on in relief of Joe Saunders. Fastball fouled back by Giambi. Jason's been on base twice tonight, once with a hit and once by being hit. He also struck out. Grounded toward first. Morales has it. He will run to the bag and beat Giambi there, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. So Giambi retired, and that'll bring up Matt Holliday. Holliday 0 for 3. He's actually fouled out twice in this game to first base. And he swings at a pitch up and in and misses it. Matt Holliday just 6 hits in his last 38 at bats. Dribbles that one off the end of the bat, and really for the first time this year, Ray, he's shown some frustration, and you just saw it there. He kind of flipped his bat in the air just a little bit.
Well, all hitters go through it.
Yep.
I mean, they're hitters that say they don't start the season very well, but once the calendar turns over to May, they'll click, and
that doesn't help. So Sam Holbrook calls a strike in the inside corner, so Holliday is gone. 2 outs.
Fastball up in it, check swing, then a slider away, maybe a cutter away, then nailed the fastball inside corner as Jeff Mathis held it for Sam Holbrook.
So A's hitters have struck out 9 times tonight. Jack Cust takes inside. Jack Cust has struck out 3 times in the game. So Arredondo has retired all 3 hitters he has faced so far, trying to make it 4. And there's a strike outside corner. So Arredondo painting the corners right now, and Sam Holbrook giving them those corners.
Arredondo is thought maybe to be the future closer, and still might be. Rodriguez went to the Mets, they signed Fuentes, but this young man, quality pitchers, and there's a good splitter.
Well, he strikes out 3 of the 4 he's faced in this game so far. 5-2 Angels.
The bad news is the A's still trail 5-2. No walks, 2 strikeouts for Gallagher, 54 pitches. And he's back out there. Top of the 9th, Jeff Mathis leading things off. They're in the 9th inning up in Seattle. Texas 6, the Mariners 5. So that's been a bit of a wild game. Rangers trying to win their 3rd in a row if they can hang on. Mathis off the end of the bat, boots with the foul.
Even though it's in relief, great outing so far by Sean Gallagher. A lot of confidence. Remember, there were a couple of 12-inning games the A's played. Shields and Fuentes throwing in the Angels pen. But the A's had some extra inning games. Sean Gallagher did not get in the game, especially the one, actually 14 innings in New York. And then was sent to AAA. But good to see him back. Good to see him pitching well. A bit of a tough spring training between being sick and not seeing a lot of action in the early part of the camp.
This could be a heck of a confidence boost for Sean Gallagher.
Absolutely. I'd like to see it. As we saw last year, he has the quality pitches. There's no doubt. Good velocity and no trouble throwing strikes last year, but gets consistently in the strike zone. He has 4 quality pitches to be able to be a successful major leaguer.
Two to Jeff Mathis, who has grounded out twice and struck out, and he strikes out again. Good fastball. See, Gallagher, he's had good life on that fastball as he just threw it right by Mathis.
Stadium speed gun 95 miles per hour and just blew it by. That looks like it might be his final pitch of the game, and it is. Jerry Blevins coming in, but an excellent fastball from Gallagher and an excellent performance by the right hand.
3 2/3 innings of shutout baseball. So nice work from Sean Gallagher. And Blevins comes in. It's a 5-2 game here in the top of the 9th. Just brought up today from AAA Sacramento. 6 games for the River Cats. He started the season with the Athletics, was optioned to Sacramento on the 18th of April. And another guy, Ray, who really struggled in spring training and could not get on track. Brad Ziegler. Good to see him feeling better. Figgins to right center, and Rajay Davis has it. So 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Fuentes and Shields, lefty and a righty, throwing in the Angels bullpen.
My center is Turris.
A's will have Crosby, Buck, and Petit, the 3 scheduled hitters in the bottom of the 9th. Izturis does not have a hit tonight. He's 0 for 2, but he has walked, and he has sacrificed, and he has scored a run. Playing shortstop. So the two guys that were called up from AAA Sacramento earlier today, Gallagher and Blevins, both getting in the game tonight. And that's a good thing. I don't think it's no secret the A's bullpen has been overworked. Starters just have not been able to go deep into games. Another fly ball towards center. Rajai Davis has been busy tonight. He takes care of it, flips it into the stands, and we're headed to the bottom of the ninth. Fuentes is coming in. 5-2 Angels. Big time here in the ninth against Brian Fuentes, who, as we talked about a little bit earlier, has really struggled as the new closer for the Angels. 5 out of 7 in save opportunities, and a very, very high ERA. So he'll try to straighten things out against the A's tonight. Bobby Crosby, 2 hits and a walk. Crosby, Buck, and Gregorio Petit. And it's quickly 0-2. Jose Arredondo, an inning and a third. No hits, no runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts.
There's no doubt Mike Scioscia trying to get his bullpen straightened out. Justin Smier just getting some throwing in the bullpen, but there's no doubt in the last 6 years they had a guy named Francisco Rodriguez, just an automatic 3-run lead plus, or less than 3. He's in the game. The club got a little spoiled. He was very successful.
Playable for Kendry Morales in foul territory, and that's the first out here in the ninth.
Right fielder, number 6, Travis Buck.
So Travis Buck will step in. Fuentes, not an easy guy for left-handed hitters to hit. He's got kind of a funky delivery. Angels signed Fuentes to a 2-year contract.
Travis Buck looking for his first hit. And that's right there, 1-1.
Travis seeing nothing but left-handers tonight. Saunders starting the game, and now Fuentes. And down to face just the 4 batters.
Way outside. Ryan Sweeney on the right, his first night off for this season. Had started each of the A's first 22 games. Hit well to left field, but playable. Juan Rivera back. Now he has to come in and go over. Travis Buck is retired. So Buck is 0 for 4, and A's are down to their final hope. Gregorio Petit and a couple other guys need to get on base.
2 up and bring up the hot guy. 3-1 for Kurt Suzuki, if that can happen.
It's a final now in Seattle. The Rangers 6 and the Mariners 5. Petit is 0 for 3. The A's have 6 hits in the game. A couple by Crosby, a couple by Cabrera. Kurt Suzuki with a home run. But that's been it. Petit 2-0. Rajay Davis is in the on-deck circle. Strike. Remember, the A's now have, at the current time, 8 relievers. So that means they have just 3 extra position players. Just a bit outside. It's good to see Mark Ellis back with the team. Still a little ways away. Swing and a miss. Looks like Fuentes maybe took a little bit off. Good location. So now it's a full count.
Well, that's a pitch that should have been taken by Petit anyway. His swing right now is just trying to get on base when it's down 3. Sometimes you don't give a take, but you just need to be a little patient.
Strike 3 called, and that's the ball game. So Brian Fuentes comes in, has a clean 3 up, 3 down 9th inning, and game 1 of this short 2-game series goes to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The final score is 5-2. So kind of a quiet night offensively. And the